So the spinal cord is 43 centimeters long in women and 45 centimeters long in men. It's a very important structure in our body. So today, let's talk about the spinal cord. So our spinal cord, which is in the spine, it's an intricate structure, okay? So our spinal cord, the long thing in our back, looks like a tube, a network of tubes, and it plays a very important role in our body. It's made out of nerves and gray matters that looks like butterflies, and with the nerves, the spinal cord can communicate and it can transport information from the brain down to the rest of the body. Without this connection, the brain will be missing a helping hand, a very important helping hand, and the brain will not be able to regulate the way we move. It will not be able to regulate our impulses, as well as to control our sexual function, our bladder, and digestion. So you see, the spinal cord is very important, and it's placed on our back. It goes from the top of our head to down to our lower back, and with millions of nerves connected to it, it's one of the most sensitive parts of the body. So it's very important for us to take care of it. So I would like us to just take a few seconds to just express gratitude that our spine and our spinal cords are doing their job as they should. Okay? I'm going to touch my spine because the spinal cord is in there, and just express gratitude towards it. Spinal cord, thank you. Thank you for helping the message to flow from my brain to the rest of the body. Thank you for allowing the flow to be smooth. Thank you for being in good health. Thank you for allowing me the flexibility that I have. Thank you for being there, and for being there in the ideal posture and in the ideal form. Thank you for the work you're doing now, that you did yesterday, and that you will keep on doing until I perish. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. With millions of nerves connected to it, the spine is it's a very important structure, and it's a sensitive structure. So we have to take care of it. We have to avoid certain things so that the spine health will be tip-top, will remain tip-top. And because that's influenced, the health of the spine influences our whole body, okay? If the spine is not in good health, we will feel it. We will feel it in the way we move. We will feel it in the way we digest. We'll feel it in the way we experience pleasure. As well as our social life will feel it. Because if you cannot move, there's only so much you can participate in, so much activities that you can participate in. So it's very important for our spinal cord, to be in good health. So here are some of the things that you can do. 1, you can keep a good posture. It's important to have a good posture. So that means sitting down like, stop that, okay? Stop that. Stop sitting down, standing up like, no. Stand up like you should, okay? You're supposed to be upright. So stay upright and be bold, be confident, okay? You can also strengthen the core and your back. That's very important because they are the surrounding muscles that are protecting our spine and our spinal cord. So if they are weak, then our spinal cord is then open. It's standing open to being hurt, and that's not a good thing. So strengthen your core and strengthen your back. It's very important. Another thing that you can do is stop doing risky movements that could hurt your spine. Stop it. If you want to lift a box or something, use your knees, use your hips, and then go down, okay? Use every help that you have in your body before you lift something up. And if you already know it's too heavy, do not attempt to lift it by yourself, okay? Ask for help, people. Ask for help. We humans, we are not an island. We have communities for a reason, okay? Ask for help. Seriously, avoid risky movement because you don't want to hurt your spine. You don't want to hurt your spinal cord. It's very important that it stays healthy because it influences the rest of the body. It's very important. Another thing you can do is eat right, sleep right, and stay hydrated, okay? Eat right, sleep right, and stay hydrated, people. We have to eat well because our body needs the nutrition, it needs the energy. We have to sleep well because our brain has to process everything. And when we sleep, it's still processing stuff. And there's certain things we can only do when we are asleep. So we need sleep. And stay hydrated. We need water, okay? Yes, we work on land and all that, but we're from the water. So we need water, okay? People, keep drinking. Drink water. Drink water in all shapes and forms. Not only the sweet drinks, no. And overly processed drinks, no. You can drink them. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink them. But also drink water. Clear, clean water. There's water in almost everything, so drink. Drink. Eat and drink and sleep well, okay? That's very important. The other thing you can do is to avoid sitting for too long. So prolonged sitting, prolonged standing, prolonged lying down. Avoid that. Prolong anything, avoid that. Move your body. Movement is good. It's good. I'm not saying you should start doing sports 24/7. Nobody has time for that. Sorry. But you can move. You can take 5 minutes of your time and just, stretch here and there. Move. Do some, how do you call it? Jacks. How you going? Jumping jacks. Yeah. Just do some movement. Move so that you can have some variation in your day, in your movement, Stop prolonged sitting, stop prolonged lying down, stop prolonged standing up. I know some of us have jobs that do not allow for that. Well, I think you can squeeze in 5 to 10 minutes of movement, of change in your movement. So if you can, do that, please. The other thing you can do, this is very important, and it's the last one I have on my list currently. It's very important to do, and that is avoid stress, manage stress, reduce stress. Again, avoid stress, manage stress, and reduce stress. It's very important for us to manage our stress levels. We do not need this amount of stress that we currently doing to ourselves. We do not need that. Remove stress. If you find something stressful and you can actually avoid it, avoid it. If you cannot avoid it, then try to manage it. Actively try to reduce the stress that you expose yourself to. It's very important because stress affects the whole body. It affects your whole health on all levels. So please, please avoid stress, manage stress, and reduce stress. It's for your own health. Okay? In spirituality, the spinal cord is seen as the pathway through which vital energy flows throughout the body. And in yogic tradition, the spinal cord is believed to be the place that allows the serpent to rise. So basically the Kundalini movement to happen. So in order for us to maintain good health, the chakras that are linked to the spinal cord, has to stay unblocked in order for this flow of energy to go, to happen smoothly. The spinal cord is also connected to the traditional medicine. And if you've seen the last video that I did, which was on the power of the body, the spine, I went more in details about how the traditional medicine sees the spine and how it's connected to the elements in traditional Chinese medicine, as well as how our emotions are connected to the spine. You can take a look at that for more details, because the spine and the spinal cord are in the same location, same thing. Not the same thing, but same thing. Okay. So please take care of your spine, because it's very important. And your spinal cord. Take care of your nerves. Move right. Eat right. Sleep right. Reduce stress. Avoid stress. And avoid risky activities. Seriously, avoid risky activities, because if the spinal cord or the spine is hurt and it's not treated right and on time, it could have detrimental effects on our life. It's very important for us to take care of our body, not just the spine and spinal cord. Every single organ in our body, they play a role. And this role should not be dismissed, even if it looks tiny Okay, nothing is too tiny. They all have their roles, they all have their place. And as long as they work in harmony, you will feel healthy. You will feel life in a beautiful way. But once there's discomfort, once there's dis-ease, you will feel it as well. So before we feel disease, let's take care of our body. Let's give it what it needs, and let's allow ourselves to rest and re-energize ourselves. Okay? Our body is very important. It's not just a suit. It's a suit, yes, but it's not just a suit. It also has its role in our whole being. It plays a very important role. So let's take care of our body. Thank you guys for sitting with me for this one, and see you guys next week. And check out the video on the spine. It has more details and more information. Bye.